Hello. If this is all, I don't want to hear that. Hello, Topher. I was trying something new with the microphone with some sort of concealer thing, so you don't hear the so much when I say like Marco punish. You don't hear that puss sound, but it's being awkward, so I'm not going to deal with it, and I'll test it off stream some more. But hello, everybody who is here. I see there's 9 or so people in the chat. We are early. We're a little early. If I'm honest. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream, Pyro. Welcome to the stream, Aiden. If I'm honest, I'm a little early because I made a mishap. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Hellish. Nice to see you. I made a mishap today in the sense that obviously, normally, well, it's not really a mishap. It's poor timing on my part. UIW Live is obviously a show that goes live whenever I have time. And I do have time tonight. But I didn't realise we go live at the exact same time as Arthur. You are booked on Ignition, Maury, actually. Debuting. The card is posted as soon as this stream is done. But welcome. How are you? No, you are booked. You are booked. Welcome, Fury. Welcome, Jay. How's everybody doing? I got some beautiful feedback on the mic last time, saying that it's a bit too loud. So hopefully, moving and messing with the settings has made it just that tiny bit better. I don't know. I can't hear it, but we can hope. We can hope and pray. But ladies and gentlemen, literally in 8 days' time, the first pay-per-view back, Redemption Road, goes live. We've had a few matches confirmed already. In fact, I'm going to show you them all now. You're going to get absolutely sick. You're going to get sick of this theme, I can tell you, by the end of today. By the end of this week. Of course, television championship match will go down at Redemption Road. Fallen versus Chaz to crown the inaugural television champion in the reboot. One of the matches confirmed. There will be a total of, I believe, 14, but obviously not all of them are 100% set in stone yet. So we don't know. We don't know the competitors yet. In the women's division, Maddie Manhattan takes on Cassie Maverick at Redemption Road. These two have been verbally going at it for a few weeks now. We'll start with Cassie aiding Maddie Manhattan in that tag team match on the debut show. You're going to get absolutely sick of this theme. Of course, Mamba insisted he had to be at Redemption Road, so the voice of our anonymous general manager, Arthur Blackwell, booked him. He said, you know what, you're going to earn that respect, and you're going to one-on-one with Marco inside the steel cage. Welcome to the stream, Taizang. Welcome to the stream, Demand the Emergence. Nice to see you. Sorry I couldn't get to you quick enough. Nice to see you all. I see Gumble's in here too. My mic's a bit bassy. Oh. All I changed was the amount of gain. That's weird. Something to mess with after the stream. Is it like off-putting, Gumble? Or is it just like... Is it always like that? What else have we got? What have we announced? Welcome to the stream, Mr. Love and Stuff. Does it sound like I'm inside a drum? I have to listen to this. Does it always sound like that? Because I've literally done nothing other than remove the gain. I'm a bit closer to the mic. Oh, it always sounds like that. I've removed the game completely, Gumball. But also, Falls Count Anywhere match at Redemption Road. Maybe if I go back a bit further back from the mic. Mota Matsuda Tanaka 1-on-1. I believe this is actually the co-main event of Redemption Road, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, we don't know the main event yet because you don't know who's challenging for the championship. Also, not too long ago, George King issuing an open challenge for Redemption Road. We have no idea who's opponent will be. We'll have to find out on the day. But George King at quite a disadvantage. He has no time to prepare, but that's his way of getting on the card. Redemption Road is stacked, yeah. I'm excited for it. Also, confirmed. I can tell you, it's actually going to be a last man standing match. James Slays takes on Jason Knott on the prelude of Redemption Road. You've missed a few. Yeah, it's been a good. I've enjoyed this so much since the comeback. And then the last of the currently confirmed matches. Don't worry, we've still got more to come after next week's. Well, yeah, next week's Ignition in a few days. But tag team action in the women's division. The Sages last time round thought they were unfairly booked. This time round they're looking to bring upon this reign of terror on the women's division. Madison Miles and Jamie Storm looking to set up to prevent that at Redemption Road. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business. Let's get down to UIW Live. What have we got in store today? Well, if I'm not mistaken, we've got a 4-match card today. Of course, UIW Live, it varies, you know. It could be a 3-match. We've had a 5-match UIW Live. Today we've got ourselves a cheeky 4-match UIW Live, and it kicks off with a debut. Let's get right to it. This is the first stream I've ever streamed without my headset on. Normally, even though I use this mic, I put my headset on because I don't like hearing my own voice. And I understand why exactly. Don't know how you guys put up with it, but thank you. Here we go. Down to our first matchup of the evening. Is he really? A debut. David Blake. He's been waiting in the back, waiting in catering for a few weeks, looking to make his debut. Look at him showing off. Look at him getting some flair on his way down the ramp towards the ring. Of course, he takes on Jadavon Smith, a man who had quite a lot of hype going behind him, but unfortunately came so close, but not close enough to qualifying for that television championship match at Redemption Road. Made it down to the final 3. Believe even made it to the final 2 before being eliminated by Fallen. Has a chance to bounce back today against David Blake. Well, I'm not close to the mic, it's better. Okay. Alright, thank you, Gumball. I appreciate that. You'll hear the song even more at Redemption Road, I think, because you've got, what have you got? You've got the, you've got to have the pre-stream preview. You're going to have the preview before every single match. Any hype videos might have the theme, I don't know. The trailer for the whole show. But here comes Jadavon Smith. His face all over magazine covers when he was announced as part of the UIW roster. This is a popular man. A big social media status. And he's looking to bounce back tonight. Of course, he hasn't had a singles match yet. This is essentially his singles debut. As I said, debuted in that elimination 4-way, sorry. To be a part of the television championship match. Of course, one half of that television championship match was going to be someone who was completely new to the UIW roster. Of course, hit that championship match at Redemption Road. We Fallen's second match, his singles debut. Jadavon Smith did well in that matchup, but not well enough to win the thing. Now he's got a chance in singles action to get the job done. Show the world that was a fluke. In our first of 4 matches tonight, of course. Following this, we go into the women's division. Cassie Maverick takes on China Sage. Our co-main event tonight, we finally see the Earl in singles action against Christian Connors. And then our main event, a triple threat match. Of course, at the time, we didn't know who the third person would be. We now know it will be Amber Reed, Julia R. Hattrick, and Ali Cage. 3 of the 3 confirmed people for the ladder match at Redemption Road. Back to that, we'll find out who the 4th person is on Ignition later on this week when Willow Nightling, Lilith, and Astrid Stern go head-to-head in triple threat action. I can't hear the song, but the UFC game had some bangers. In fact, pretty much every EA Sports game has like a really good playlist. Most of the time, like I want to say like 9 times out of 10, an EA Sports game has an absolutely banging playlist. So if it is out of UFC, then it's probably a good song. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here. First match of UIW Live looks to get underway momentarily. David Blake, Jadavon Smith. The bell has rung and here we go. Right hand out of the gate by Jadavon. Looking to hoist David Blake up into the air, slam him immediately down to the mat. Taking no time to get into this matchup. Coronal elbow tie up. And again, looking to show off that power that Jadavon has. The kind of guy that attracts attention. The kind of guy that gets the media on him. He's looking to show why. David Blake up to his feet, knee to the midsection. Jadavon stunned. Coronal elbow tie up once again. Couple of big punches. Drops Jadavon down to one knee. A clubbing forearm. Jadavon still staying up though. Still staying up. But that second axe handle though does him in. Takes him off his feet. Takes him down to the floor below. And here comes David. Looking to go to the top rope. Looking to make it high risk already. Looks to fly. And fly he does. Connects flush into the pin on Jadavon Smith. Could you imagine? Only the count of 2, Jadavon kicks out. Could you have imagined? Oh yeah, springboard and moonsault. That would have been insane. Such an early finish. I'm sure Jadavon would have taken that to heart, and understandably so. Of course, both of these men tonight making their UIW singles debuts. As I mentioned, Jadavon has already competed in UIW, but this would be his first match in singles action. And it's David Blake in control now. Driving the face of Jadavon Smith into the mat, into the pin, looks to hook the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Try to do your Earl impression. Massive clothesline there by David Blake. Immediately into the pin once again. 1, 2. Oh, almost a 3. Only going to be a 2 count though so early on. But David, again, that springboard moonsault. I'm loving the athleticism from this newcomer. Finally a right hand, a kick to the thigh by Jadavon up to his feet. Runs for the air. Oh, goes to knee David in the face. David kind of flopped in front of it. Kind of still called that knee. But there's a spear. And a spear by Jadavon Smith. Looking to put this singles match to rest. There's 2, but it's not quite 3. A 2 count, but potentially a deciding moment in this matchup as momentum swings in the favour of Jadavon Smith. Now on full mount, unloading with his home of forearms. Massive forearm straight to the face. Clubbing blows as David Blake tries to cover up. Jadavon hoisting him up to his feet. Coronal elbow tie up, Irish whip, far left corner. David Blake stunned. Elbow to the face though. Could that be a moment? Misses a jab and steps back. Knee to the midsection, playing to the face, boot to the midsection, another boot, DDT! David Blake dragging Jadavon up to his feet, goes for a boot, Jadavon catches it. Oh, but David Blake out of nowhere, that boot to the side of the head, followed by a clothesline. Into the pin, Jadavon, 1, 2, no, still a 2 count, and the pace of this matchup has increased. David Blake arguing with the referee, once again going to go off the ropes, and once again going to connect with that springboard moonsault and go to the pin. Ref down, 1, 2, no, still only a 2 count. The matchup is just shot out the window astronomically. Jadavon up to his feet, busts David Blake open with that sharp knee. David Blake is stunned. Jadavon, no! Isn't able to capitalise. Stuns Jadavon. David Blake trying to drag him across the ring. Some elbows though by Smith. Stuns David Blake momentarily. Coronal elbow tie up. Knee to the midsection though. To the midsection. Back and forth they go. Big right hand. Big left. And another right. David Blake stunned at that combination. Hoisted up into the air and driven into that top turnbuckle. Tossed aside like nothing. Jadavon Smith in control. Knee to the bicep. Jadavon Smith. Another knee to the bicep. Looking like he's trying to rake the eyes of David Blake. Dirty heel maneuver. Blake though flips out of it. Turns around. Coronado time. Immediately gets put in the midsection. There's a big clothesline. There's another big clothesline. Blake up to his feet. Ducks a clothesline. Does Jadavon, and another one connects. And Jadavon Smith, moments away from potentially winning his first singles match, has David Blake up on his shoulders. David Blake in massive trouble. That knee again into the 1, 2, 3. No! David Blake at the count of 2. Jadavon Smith insisting that was the 3 count. Goes for the knee. This time Blake scouts it. And now it's Jadavon. Jadavon in big trouble. What a back and forth matchup this has been. David Blake looking to finish it. No! Jadavon with a big left hand. Oh, but Blake counters. Blood is dripping into his eye. Oh, and that drives the face of Jadavon Smith straight into the mat out of nowhere. Look at that blood dripping right through the eye of David Blake into the 2. Still only a 2. Phenomenal debut match for both of these men in singles competition. Off the ropes. Oh, able to sidestep. That's why they call it high risk. Jadavon up to his feet. Into that meaty clothesline. Could have taken his head off. Could have decapitated him. 2, 3. David Blake. Gets the win. Is it that bad? Gonna make me listen to it. David Blake. Okay, I was gonna say, you're scaring me there. I'm so what is it? I don't want to say perfectionist. That seems corny. Welcome to the stream, Steve T777. Nah, but the other mic was tinny. I could switch over to the other one, you'd hear it. And you'd hear the difference. You'd hear what we've come from. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move into singles action. That'll be the noise gate. But if I don't have the noise gate, you'll hear. Oh, it cuts out when I get loud. Oh, that's not good. All the testing that's going to come with this new mic, I guess. Have a look. Have a look now mid-match. Have a look. I know, if I do it like that. Let me see how it looks this match. I have it obviously set to cut noises out. I don't know. I think it cuts noises out when it goes too loud. We'll see though, let me know. Out first though, Pioneer Sage. The only one of the 3 not competing at Redemption Road. Has no chance to get a win over someone who is competing at Redemption Road. Cassie Maverick, of course, will go one-on-one with Maddie Manhattan. And out comes the cowgirl. Tell me if it cuts out when I get loud in this match. Just let me know. Because obviously I can't hear it myself. I'm just testing as we go. I don't normally not use a headset mic. This is like one of those studio ones. The music's drowning me out a bit. There we go. Cassie Maverick will be preparing for her match at Redemption Road. She picked up a win earlier this week on Ignition. Looking to drag another win. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Earl. You're calming my nerves. It sounds good, but apparently I just haven't got the balancing right. So like it cuts out or something. But learning process with a new mic. I actually tried this mic a few years ago. It's actually been sitting in my loft. But back then I didn't have a desk space, so it was like hanging off my windowsill and it just wasn't convenient. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Second match of 4. First match of 2 in the women's division tonight. Singles action. Cassie Maverick just picked up a win in Ignition, but now she's taking on China Sage. Oh, thank you, Mamba. You know, the Union of Independent Wrestling loves you too. And you know what? There are a few matches I'm more excited for at Redemption Road than Mamba versus Marco. As China Sage starts off really strong. But yeah, let me know in this match if it cuts out when I get too loud again. Oinking there. Right hand. Just quit getting loud. You know, my first maybe 4 or 5 streams, it was like golf commentary. There's a knee straight to the face from China. Gonna target that left arm of Cassie Maverick. Now in full mount, some right hands, followed by a second, third, fourth, fifth. And a slap to the face. Obviously, I didn't have that confidence in the first ever stream. It was literally, I was commentating it like this. Springboard there by China Sage. That's how I was commentating the first like 4 or 5. Right hand by China. Elbow to the face, followed by a second elbow. Forces a release from Cassie, who immediately gets elbowed in the face once again. China Sage starting strong in this singles matchup. Looking to go towards the top. Look at the athleticism, the agility there to leap straight to the top. Look at her fly. Wants Cassie Maverick on her feet though. She obliges maybe without realizing. Missile drop kick by China Sage. Boot to the face. Sage stunned. Oh! Save Cassie Maverick! Haven't seen that in a while. Pulling out one of these old school maneuvers. Damn, that's a throwback from Cassie Maverick there. Welcome to the stream, Ali Pumpkins. Nice to see you. I think Cassie Maverick was looking for that career killer there, but China Sage just rolling her up. Right into the trap. Now, China Sage kind of great grasping at the face of Cassie Maverick. Some big right hand straight to the forehead. Trying to back in control after that momentary lapse in concentration, perhaps. Oh, that spinning wheel kick by China Sage into the pin on Cassie. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Cassie Maverick driving the shoulder and the face of China Sage into the mat, hoisting her up. And there's, blimey, there's a spinning kick to the face of her own. That one kind of connecting with a heel. Boot to the midsection though by China. Immediately back to the feet, goes for a slap. Cassie sees it coming. Counters with a boot to the midsection, looks to pick China up onto her shoulders. Slamming her into the mat. Cassie is rigged core. Cassie's cutter into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. China Sage kicks out. See, did that get that cut out there when it got loud? Cassie now looking to work the arm. We know she loves a submission. We saw earlier on in the week He forced Jamie Storm to submit via submission. Cassie Maverick absolutely brutal with these submissions. But some boots to the face by Chyna. Forces a release. Chyna back to her feet. For an elbow tie up. Chyna rolls through. Welcome to the stream, Debo 62788. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream for the first time. Hope you enjoy. Wheelbarrow face buster there by Chyna Sage into the pin on Cassie Maverick. 1, 2, 4, only a 2 count. Chyna determined to convince the ref that was the count of 3. But maybe this next maneuver will be enough to earn that count of 3. But Cassie ducks it. Cassie ducks it. Boot to the midsection. What's Cassie looking for now? Has Chyna up on her shoulders. But a big right hand followed by a second and a third forces a release. And Chyna takes a massive clothesline to the face of Cassie Maverick. And she flies over the top rope, crumbling down to the floor below. But quickly recovers in time to push Chyna Sage out of the way. Chyna trying to get back up to her feet. Cassie going to help her up, drag her up. Throwing her straight into that steel ring post. Chyna tries to roll out of the way, runs through. Jumping jawbreaker. Chyna looking to pick Cassie up once again. Throwing Cassie across the outside area. I think Cassie's head kind of hit the bottom of the steps there. We don't want another Fury situation. Let's get back in the ring. Fury, of course, out of action at the moment. After being powerbombed onto the steps. Running Bulldog by Cassie Maverick. Throwing her back into the mat, and Cassie Maverick back in control. Cassie Maverick looking for that career killer. Is it going to be too close to the ropes? I think maybe Chyna might better reach the ropes. And trying to reach those ropes. She's dry. Oh, she just touched it. The rope just moved. Are we going to have another vintage UIW screw job because the rope just moved? Career killer locked in. Oh, but look, Chyna Sage prying that leg away. Big right hand to the face. Right hand by Cassie. Corner elbow tie up. Cassie looks to try and throw Chyna into the corner. Chyna recovers. Corner elbow tie up. Boot to the midsection by Cassie. Irish whip to send Chyna. We know what Cassie likes to do in that corner, but isn't able to in this match. Wheelbarrow face buster. Straight into the pin from Chyna Sage, but it's a rope break. Poor ring awareness. Over the top rope. Chyna now looking to climb to the top. Looking to go high. High risk. And connects. And it's Cassie now in trouble. And it goes to the top again. Look at the athleticism. Immediately into the pin. Trying to catch Cassie off guard. 2. Only a 2 count. And Chyna Sage stalking up Cassie. Cassie on the receiving end of a beating. This time connects. And will it be enough to secure that 3 count? That would really dampen Cassie's momentum ahead of Redemption Road. But it does. Sends a message that the Sages certainly are here to try and take over this time. I mean, I guess worst case scenario for Cassie, she's still won the same amount of matches as Maddie Manhattan ahead of Redemption Road. Chyna Sage looking to reinforce and build that confidence in the Sage sisters. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, co-main event time. We've been waiting for the Earl's debut in singles action. And tonight, we get it. But first out, Chris Connors. His first matchup since that decimation at the hands of Zach Quinn. Of course, he and Zach Quinn both had prime chances in this tournament. Underdogs facing in the first round, and Zach Quinn just came out absolutely banging. And now, I mean, Zach Quinn's in the semi-final. We'll find out this Tuesday whether we'll be competing in the third place playoff or competing in the main event. Imagine if Chris Connors had won that matchup against Zach Quinn. It could be Chris Connors in this position. That's going to be a lot of stuff on the mind of Chris Connors. It could either motivate you or it could really take the steam away, the self-esteem. I imagine like old school, like I was putting his fists like right by his chin there. Let me at him. Let me at him. Welcome to the stream, Megadorp. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you popping in here. Stick around, you might enjoy yourself. You will especially love seeing this man make his way down the ramp. The Earl of UIW Live. They call him Earl Grey. I do owe you a $5, Michael, yes. Welcome to the stream, Michael. Nice to see you. Of course, there was the goal to go live yesterday, but Michael here sabotaged me. There was a staff party last night. I was sabotaged over a £5 bet. Now the Earl, of course, we know next week will get his hands on Tops Newsome finally. Tops Newsome going behind his back, going above his head. Going above his head. And forcing a handicap match where the Earl and Paul Motor will take on Tops Newsome. And here we go, the bell is rung though. Co-main event, time for the Earl to send a message to Tops Newsome as he's tossed into the corner by Chris Connors. Forearm to the face. Right hand and overhand right. Look at that. Look at that grappling there by the Earl. Earl Grey. The Earl looking to target that right arm of Chris Connors. Knee across the face. The Earl is Mr. Love and stuff. Goes for a right hand, goes for a forearm. Chris Connors counters. Off the ropes goes Chris. But look at the Earl, the devious one himself. Rolling out of the way. Coronado tie up. Boot to the midsection by Chris. Coronado tie up once again. Irish whip to send the Earl over the top rope. Crashing down to the floor below. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Jen. Lovely to see you. A beautiful man. Chris Connors going to follow him to the outside. Walk right into a right hand. Walk right into Old World Blues. And the Earl now. Look at that. Usually use the environment. I'm sure Tops will be watching closely. The Earl going to send a message to Newsome tonight. Throwing Chris Connors underneath that bottom rope. The Earl going to follow suit into the ring. Well before the count of 10. Both men looking good so far in this singles action. Look at these combinations. Lovely neck breaker there by Chris Connors. And a big fist drop doesn't connect. Yeah, we didn't really get to see it. Look at this combination. Chris Connors getting a bit wound up here. Big clothesline by Chris. Goes for a stomp. Goes for a boot. Oh, Chris Connors trying to force a submission. Look at this from Chris Connors trying to force the Earl to tap out. He'll no longer be the Earl. He'll be regular breakfast tea. Chris Connors back up to his feet. Irish whip. Sends Chris Connors into that far right corner. Big chop across the chest. Followed by a second chop. Doesn't connect though. And it's Chris Connors in control now. Slips underneath. Tiger suplex. Oh, look at this from Connors. Big stomp to the face. Oh, are you Chris Connors? Oh, well, welcome to the stream. Knee across the midsection there by Chris. Into the pin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. The Earl able to kick out once again. Rips the leg out from underneath as the Earl. Boot to the face though by Chris Connors. The Earl not able to stay in control for long. Springboard moonsault and into the press. 1. No, because people aren't here for every stream, you know. I know their discords. I know their discords. Right hand followed by another right chop. For an elbow tie up. Irish whip into that far right corner. And here comes the Earl on that second rope. Bulldog off the second rope by the Earl. Old school wrestling took me by surprise. I don't know why it took me by surprise. The Earl does strike me as quite the old school guy. Lost for words seeing this phenomenal piece of action. Knee to the face. Takes Chris Connors off his feet. Into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Chris Connors able to kick out, but the Earl not going to have that. Slips underneath. Big clothesline. Chris Connors from behind, dragging the Earl to his feet for a nasty right hand. Is it really breaking up? I'm going to have to do a bit of testing with this. Off stream. I might go live again after the stream finishes and just see what the best settings are. I can switch back to the other mic, but it sounds like I'm in a tin. Big right hand by the Earl. Big right hand followed by another punch to the midsection. Launching Chris Connors across the ring. Is it when I get loud? And right hands. Welcome to the stream, TZ Mass. You legend. The Earl looking to pick Chris Connors up to his feet. Irish whip. I've never had it before where it cuts me out when I get loud. Only when I'm not loud enough. But here comes the Earl once again. Old school maneuvers. Second rope into the face buster. Chris Connors quickly recovers though into a face buster of his own. Pop up right hand by Chris Connors. Trying to knock the socks off of the Earl. Trying to knock the tea out of him into the pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. The Earl kicks out. Up to the midsection by Chris Connors. Just for another stomp. Chris up to his feet. A big knee straight to the face of the Earl, but the Earl quickly pushes him out of the way. Chris Connors trying to get back up. The Earl from behind. Placing that head. Oh, trying to twist that neck. Trying to break the neck of Chris Connors. Chris Connors quickly recovers from a boot to the face. Now trying to slam the back of the head of the Earl against the mat. Chris, this is quite a leap. Quite a leap to make. And he wants the Earl on his feet for it. Looks to fly. Big right hand connects. Goes for another right hand. The Earl able to get out of the way though. Double leg takedown by Earl Grey. Some big hammer fists. For an elbow tie up. Boot to the midsection by Chris Connors. Corner elbow tie up once again. The Earl. What's the Earl going for here? Look at that. Athleticism by Earl Grey. Earl to the top rope. Chris has recovered. Earl still trying to fly, but Chris too quick. Launches it from the top. I'm listening to the commentary at the same time now, so I can hear if it's cutting out. Into the pin, only for the count of 2. And Earl Grey still keeps this match alive in the co-main event tonight. German suplex by Chris Connors. Oh my god, the Earl's body is looking limp there after that. Maybe didn't land properly on his neck. Oh no. Oh no. To the outside. By Chris Connors to Earl Grey. But Earl Grey quickly pushes Chris Connors out of the way. Oh, I heard that there. Earl Grey trying to force a submission on the outside. It won't matter on the outside. This is just punishment. This is just a message sent to Tops Newsome. Earl back to his feet. Chris Connors, though, looking to utilize those steps, looking to utilize the environment. The Earl follows Chris Connors back into the ring. Misses that right hand as Chris. The Earl looking to launch him up. Launch him across the ring. Earl back in control. Going to drag Chris Connors away from the ropes. Perhaps looking for a pin attempt here as the Earl. Into the pin. Chris. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Chris kicks out. Keeps this match alive. Goes for a boot. Doesn't connect. The second boot misses as well. Chris Connors tries to get back up to his feet, but the Earl helps him. The Earl. Head. Oh! Oh! Looking for a submission! Trying to force Chris Connors to tap a deep, deep guillotine choke. He's tugging on that neck, but that big right hand by Chris Connors forces the release. And now look at the Earl on the top in full mount. Some big right hands and a slap. Sorry, left hands and a slap by the Earl. You don't want to be hugged. Well, you're going to get driven into the mat instead then. Into the pin. Could it be? Will it be? No. Chris Connors kicks out. Keeps this co-main event going. Both men hitting all the stops. Headbutt there by Connors. Off the ropes. Springboard into the moonsault. Into the pin. Will it be? That's 2. Not quite 3 though. Bump to the right arm of Earl Grey. Knee to the left arm of Earl Grey. Connors hoisting. He's hoisting him up. Coronado tie up. Ducks underneath. Cheeky German suplex. Look at that perfect bridge from Chris Connors trying to steal the win from underneath Tops. Not Tops. The Earl. I read Chris Topher Connors in the chat and it just made me think of Tops. Chris Connors trying to force the Earl to submit now. Pulling back. And the Earl! The Earl forced to submit in the co-main event. Chris Connors bounces back massively here. I mean, from looking at what the Earl was doing on the outside, it seemed more like an attempt to send a message to Tops tonight than win. And that's cost him. That's absolutely cost him. Absolutely cost him a chance of winning this singles match. And the Earl, he's trying to get back up. Wait! Earl could be in trouble! Earl could be in big trouble! From behind! Tops Newsome! Ahead of their match next week! Attacking the Earl on UIW Live! Sending a message ahead of this handicap match! Adding insult to injury on the Earl there.
He's a cheap shots. Cheap shots.
That's reminding me of that. Oh, what is that show where it says you need to go and buy some grace and decorum?
All the grace of a reversing dump truck. I'd like to see that in an Earl promo.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time. The 3 women that have currently qualified for the ladder match at Redemption Road. 2 of them are unbeaten. Amber Reed and Julia R. Hattrick are yet to lose. Ali Page is 1-1. Elementary. Yeah, main event. It's UIW Live. It's not Ignition. It's not a long card. How long has the show been on? Wow, it has been a short one, isn't it? Well, maybe the main event will be half an hour. Triple threat match, in fairness. UIW Live is always a shorter stream though. They're always an hour. I don't know if they're always an hour. But here comes Julia R. Hat-trick. Picked up an amazing, a very impressive win over Fury in the main event of UIW Live a few weeks ago. In fact, yeah, Julia R. Hat-trick. Main eventing 2 UIW Lives now. Main event JRH. Yeah, I know, you take into account that Amber Reed and Ali Cage fought in like a 30-minute singles match. Add JRH into the mix and add the fact that they will be trying to break up each other's pinfalls. This could be a long match. It was attempted murder, yes. Oh, let's get a cheeky little match prediction. Who takes the pinfall or submission in this matchup? Because all 3 of these competitors are very hard to put down, and as I've said, 2 of them haven't lost yet. Julia hasn't lost, Amber hasn't lost, and while Ali has lost, it took 25 minutes for her to go down. So, what does everyone in the chat think? Who will take the pinfall or submission in this main event? I'd be curious to know. Damn, rooting against... it's never a safe bet to root against Ali, but then I don't think there's a safe bet to root for or against in this matchup. These are, at the moment, on paper, the 3 best in the division. And whoever wins this, my God, is going to have so much confidence going into Redemption Road. So much confidence. Having beaten 2 of the 3 people they'll be facing. But then Redemption Road, though, it's not about being the best. I've said this so many times. Redemption Road, that title match is about being the biggest opportunist, about being the most efficient, right being in the right place at the right time. That's what the championship match at Redemption Road will be about. And here we go, the Amber Reed, Julia R. Hat-trick, Ali Cage, triple threat, main event. Second time the women have main evented in UIW, and Amber and JRH go right after each other. I'm not surprised to see Ali go straight after Amber Reed. And that could be a mistake. As I've said, in every one of these, you want to go for the biggest. You want to go for the biggest threat. And physically, that's going to be JRH. So you want to team up. If I'm either Ali Cage or Amber Reed. Well, we've seen a new side to Ali Cage since the return to UIW. Far more aggressive, far more efficient. I mean, she has put on a 5-star match and probably is still the best match we've had in the reboot, her versus Amber Reed. But she doesn't seem to have that attitude of looking for 5-star matches. Rather the attitude for looking to win. Look at Amber Reed trying to take advantage of Julia not paying attention in the corner. Off that turnbuckle into the Tornado DDT. Here comes Ali, nice body shot, goes for a roundhouse. Amber ducks it, Coronado tie up, big right hand, boot to the thigh, and a DDT by Amber Reed. Amber Reed looking for an early submission attempt. You say she doesn't do submissions. She's looking to try and make Ali Cage tap. Too early for that though. And Ali Cage looking to show off that strength and lift up Amber Reed, slamming her into the mat. as Julia recovers on the outside. Julia looking to pick Amber Reed up, hoist her up into the air. Nice suplex. Goes straight after Ali, receives a body shot and another body shot and a third body shot. But here comes Amber, and this is what I'm talking about. These two, maybe there's some bad blood between them because they don't seem to want to work together against Julia in this matchup. Here comes Ali Cage, slamming the face of Amber Reed against that top turnbuckle. Turns her attention to Julia. Roundhouse kick, Irish whip. Going to put Julia in the corner now, but then immediately, after taking her out of the equation, turns her attention back to Amber Reed. From behind, big clothesline, sends Amber Reed spiraling down to the mat. Julia, though, catching Ali Cage off guard, hoisting her up in the air, showing off that power before dropping her right on her face. And Ali Cage going to take a moment to recover on the outside. Let these other two fight it out, hoisting her up into the air. Big knee to the midsection, slamming Amber Reed into the mat. Got the power on show once again by Julia, just launching Amber Reed across the ring. But Amber Reed is no stranger to being outmatched in the power department. She fights in both divisions. Into the pin. Only one count. Ali Cage back in though, just in case. Oh my god, Ali Cage already! Looking to become uncaged so early on! But surely Amber Reed is not going to let this pin go through. Couldn't even get to the count of one. Oh, running knee there from Amber Reed. Showed her how it's done. Amber Reed, the only one standing. Dragging her up. Big knee to the face. Into the pin. Amber Reed. Oh, not quite because Julia had recovered. Neither of these competitors have been able to get that safe pin attempt because there's always been a third person in this matchup who's recovered. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to being opportunistic. You've got to be there, right place, right time. Ali Cage. Oh, great counter. Innovative counter by Amber Reed to stomp on the foot. DDT. Into the full mount now. Some clubbing blows, some hammer fists. Here's these elbows. Look, there's no elbow pad on Amber Reed. That is a straight bone to the face of Ali Cage. Yeah, she could have used the other elbow. That's how you know there's bad blood. And Amber Reed could have used the other elbow there. The one with the elbow pad on. But she went straight for that bare naked elbow. Down on the back of the head of Ali Cage into the mat. Forearm to the back of Julia. Turns her around. Throws her into that far left corner. Julia stunned in the corner. Amber Reed with a boot to the midsection. And another. Oh, Julia with a quick boot. Stuns. Ah, look at Amber Reed comes kind of staggering out of the corner. And Ali Cage rubbing her eyes, mocking her. Got to keep your eye on the game, though. Massive slam by Julia. Oh, hat trick. Goes for a body shot. Ali Cage just a little bit too quick. Double leg takedown into side control, into full mount. These clubbing blows straight to the forehead. Julia doing her best to try and cover up. Julia now dragging Ali Cage up to her feet. Immediately into a super kick, though. These combinations from Ali Cage. Has that pace advantage. Now look at these Muay Thai knee strikes. Putting up. Big boot. Hoping Dynamite's watching her from somewhere. That's what that point was. Of course, they are tag team partners. Maybe that's not what the point was, but I'm assuming. Over the top rope. Halo gets caught in the ropes by Amber Reed. The veteran knows exactly what to do. Goes for a boot. Gets launched across the ring, though, by an emerging Julia. Look, Ali Cage thought Julia was going to keep going after Amber Reed. Julia comes up from behind, stuns her against the ropes, goes right back after Amber Reed. Amber Reed, look at her clutching up, though. But Ali Cage again has recovered into the pin, breaks it up. Pele kick by Reed. I love how Discord is only just now told everyone I'm live. I've been live. It's the main event. What a counter there by Ali Cage. Julia launch. Oh, Ali Cage's head goes across that top bottom turnbuckle. She really is reckless. Julia hat-trick does not care about hurting her opponents. She's commissioned for a few weeks and Almost put Ali Cage out with that. A few more inches further and Ali Cage would have been thrown straight into that ring post. Goes for a stomp. Julia back up to her feet. Look at these body shots. The wheel kick, the spinning soul kick, the super kick. Yeah, look at Julia though. Julia's not falling over. Julia is still on her feet after all these clubbing blows. Here comes Ali back to the ring. Julia, after everything that Amber Reed's just thrown at her, Julia is still standing in the corner. Oh my god, they're both going to be in the corner. I wonder what Ali Cage is going to go for. Amber Reed's going to go for a massive heavy Irish whip. Using Ali Cage as a weapon. Julia to the outside to recover. Lift up reverse DDT attempted but countered by Ali Cage. Running knee connects. Oh, Ali Cage. She hit Julia with this earlier. And now once again looking to become uncaged. No, caught. These two know each other pretty well after that 30-minute contest a few weeks ago. Pele kick again. Ali Cage is down. Amber Reed looking to drag her away from the ropes and potentially pick up this win while Julia is stunned on the outside. Doesn't go for the pin because she knows exactly what she needs to do. Into the pin. 1, 2, but Julia recovers just in time. Uppercut, boot to the leg, DDT. Amber Reed has her choice right now. They're both down. Back up to her feet. Knee to the face to stun Julia. Amber now going for Ali. Ali has taunted a lot in this matchup, and it's cost her momentum a fair few times. Ali stunned. Oh no, now it's Julia the one in the corner. Not taking her opponent seriously enough. That's confidence from Julia. Tornado DDT by Amber Reed, and this would be the perfect time to get the pin. Amber sees it. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. I do think Julia's probably been hit with the least amount of heavy maneuvers in this matchup, which is exactly what you... Oh, nasty boo! Which is exactly what you wouldn't want the case to be when she is the biggest competitor of the three. In full mount. These hammer fists once again. Sharp elbow. See, look how with Julia she uses the elbow with the elbow pad, but when it's Ali Cage she uses that bare elbow. Right hands by Amber Reed, slamming the face of Julia. Hat trick into the mat. Big right hand by Amber Reed. Elbow to the face by Ali Cage. Double leg takedown once again. Floats over in full mount. Those palm strikes straight to the forehead. Gonna work on that right arm of Amber Reed. A stomp to the open palm. A second stomp. A third stomp. Boot to the midsection. Oh, last time it was reversed by Amber. Will it be this time? Ali Cage becoming uncaged into the pin. Will Julia recover in time? 1, 2. Oh, I think she just about pushed the pin out of the way. Julia has been right there to break up these pins all the time, but that might be enough. 1, 2. Oh, near 2 count. I think Ali Cage is looking to become uncaged again. They've both missed. Ali Cage has landed the worst of the two. Amber trying to drag Ali away from the ropes. Maybe doesn't realise that Julia is recovering. Into the pin, broken up by Julia. Big right hand by Amber Reed. And Amber Reed in full control here, taking on both of these. Oh my god, we've seen Julia win with this. She did this to Fury twice in a row with the steps. She's done it out of nowhere to Amber Reed. Ali Cage is down, but Amber able to kick out. This is the perfect time for one of these two to capitalise. And again, Julia, oh, hat trick with that gut wrench powerbomb into the pin. There's no one here. 1, 2, 3, and Julia, oh, hat trick remains undefeated. That's the opportunistic tendencies that we will need to see at Redemption Road. Waited for Ali Cage to roll to the outside, hit that gut wrench powerbomb not once but twice. Was waiting the whole match for that, and it was enough. Not too long after Amber had been hit by that running knee of Ali Cage as well. Perfect game plan. If it was intended, I don't know. But it was a perfect game plan nonetheless by Julia, our hat trick. And she picks up the momentum ahead of Redemption Road. We've got one more show between now and Redemption Road. I can actually give you a brief rundown of what that card will be right now. Been booked for quite a while. We'll have a debut. No, there will be another UIW live, just not until after Redemption Road. We'll have debuts in the first match. Amara Parker versus Ellie Valentine. Second match, Ernest Marcellus will once again have to look to fight for his UIW contract against the debuting Treasure Jackson. Third match, the Bozos, Magnificent and the Jester will take on Not Safe for Work to find out who'll be that final tag team in the championship match at Redemption Road. In our fourth match, Aidan Robertson takes on Zach Quinn, semi-final matchup in the 16-man tournament. Tertiary main event, we'll find out the final woman in that championship match as Lilith takes on Astrid Stern and Willow Nightling. 1 fall to a finish triple threat match. Co-main event, handicap action. Paul Motor and the Earl take on Tops Newsom. And then the main event, another semi-final matchup. Jay Jones takes on Penny Banks. Of course, everyone in these semi-final matchups will have a match at the pay-per-view. Just one will be a third place playoff and one will be the main event. I know what one I'd rather be in. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we have reached the hour mark. We have 1 hour and 2 minutes. There you go, Topher. That's the minimum. I can't wait to see you all in a couple of days at Ignition, the go-home show before Redemption Road. As always, it has been your boy, Mr. Nashtastic again. I look forward to seeing you on Ignition, but until then, I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful day.